We are coming to you live with breaking news out of the Pacific Northwest, specifically near King County, Washington, where an extremely dangerous and rapidly evolving situation is unfolding. A levee is breached, and floodwaters are now threatening several communities. This is a critical emergency, and we're going to bring you the latest information as we get it. Right now, what we're seeing on the ground is truly intense. Rivers are swollen far beyond their banks, creating a powerful, churning flow of water that is overwhelming the landscape. Authorities have been forced to implement widespread road closures. If you are in this area, you will see law enforcement and emergency personnel blocking access to many roads. This is not a suggestion. It is for your absolute safety. Conditions are incredibly fluid and unclear, and entering these restricted zones is extremely dangerous. Emergency alerts have been blasting out across the region. The message is clear and urgent. If you are in an affected area, you must evacuate immediately. Seek higher ground now. Do not wait. This is not a wait-and-see situation. The water is rising fast, and time is of the essence. Please, listen to the official evacuation orders from your local authorities. They have the most up-to-date information on safe routes and designated shelters. Compounding this crisis are the severe weather conditions. We're not just dealing with the breach itself. The entire region is being battered by intense winds, with gusts reportedly reaching up to 65 miles per hour. This wind is not only dangerous on its own, capable of downing trees and power lines, but it's also pushing the floodwaters further and making rescue efforts even more challenging. Furthermore, the ground is completely saturated from weeks of relentless rainfall. Think of it like a sponge that can't absorb another drop. This means any additional rain, and even the existing river flow, has nowhere to go but out, exacerbating the flooding and increasing the risk of landslides. Our crews on the ground are monitoring the situation closely. So far, unlike some of the more catastrophic scenes we've witnessed just to the north where entire buildings have been swept away, we haven't observed major structural collapses in this immediate area yet. But I need to stress that the word "yet" is crucial here. The danger is far from over. The integrity of other levees is under immense strain, and the powerful current is eroding everything in its path. The potential for homes and infrastructure to be compromised is incredibly high. It's important to understand this isn't an isolated incident. This levee break is part of a much larger weather event that has been hammering the Seattle metropolitan area. We've seen record-breaking rainfall that has pushed every river system to its absolute limit. In fact, just a short time ago, we were covering evacuations in nearby suburbs like Sumas, where the risk of another levee failure prompted similar urgent orders. What's happening in King County is the latest, and perhaps one of the most severe, chapters in an ongoing regional crisis. Let's talk about the human element here. Imagine getting that alert on your phone or a knock on your door, telling you to leave everything behind. That's the reality for thousands of people right now. The stress and uncertainty are immense. Emergency shelters are being set up, but the logistics of evacuating entire neighborhoods in these conditions are a nightmare. First responders are working tirelessly, putting their own lives on the line to help residents get to safety. We're seeing boat rescues in areas where roads have become impassable rivers. It's a testament to the bravery and dedication of these emergency crews. For those of you watching from outside the affected zone, you might be wondering how you can help. Right now, the most important thing is to stay away. Do not attempt to drive into the area to see the flooding. You will only get in the way of emergency operations and put yourself and others at risk. Official channels will soon provide information on how to donate to relief efforts or volunteer once the immediate danger has passed. For now, amplifying the official alerts and evacuation orders on social media is one of the most helpful things you can do to ensure the information reaches everyone who needs it. Let's circle back to the conditions on the ground. The sheer volume of water is staggering. We're talking about entire fields, parks, and residential streets submerged under several feet of muddy, fast-moving water. This water is also filled with debris, trees, parts of fences, and other items that have been swept away. This debris turns the floodwaters into a battering ram, increasing the damage to anything still standing in its path. The pressure on the remaining infrastructure, like bridges and other sections of the levee system, is unimaginable. Engineers and officials are in a race against time to assess these risks and try to mitigate further damage, but with the river still raging, their options are limited. We're also hearing reports of power outages scattered throughout the region, which complicates things even further. A lack of power means no heat, no way to cook food, and for many, no way to receive updates unless their phone is charged. This is why having an emergency kit with a battery-powered radio is so critically important. We urge everyone, even those not in the immediate flood zone, to take this as a wake-up call to review your own emergency preparedness plans. Know your evacuation routes, have a go bag ready, and have a communication plan with your family. As we continue to monitor this breaking story, our thoughts are with the residents of King County and the surrounding areas. The coming hours and days will be incredibly challenging. The focus now is on life safety, getting everyone out of harm's way. The recovery and assessment of the damage will be a long and arduous process that will begin only after the waters recede. We will be here to cover every step of that journey. We are committed to bringing you the most accurate and up-to-date information as this situation develops. We will continue to provide live coverage and updates from our teams on the ground and from officials leading the response. Please stay tuned, and more importantly, if you are in an area under an evacuation order, please follow those instructions immediately. Your safety is the #1 priority. We will be right back with more information after a short break. Stay safe, everyone.